Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Polo, and this is week four of the $100 ARK ETF challenge. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for the comments from last week, and we are rocking and rolling. So this week was real interesting. So real fast, for those who don't know who I am, and if may this be your first video, my name is Polo. I've been trading for about 20 years, like just not serious, super serious, but sometimes even just learning, right? And so therefore, had some good gains, had some bad losses. So just trying to learn. And as I go through all the different videos on YouTube, it's a huge amount of videos. But I really realized I want to start looking towards long-term growth. So where should I be putting my money? And as I started looking at ETFs, which was always great, but I realized there was so many to choose from. I think all of those should be good and be on a portfolio. But when I really started looking back, I recognized that there was one that kept popping up, and it was the ARK ETFs, led by Catherine Woods, who's phenomenal. She's extremely intelligent, and I did a little research. It didn't take that long. I found that not just one, but four of her ETFs were had the top returns for 2018, 2019. So I was like, well, that makes sense. Let's just go there. And then when I did a little more research, I found that it was actually seven of them. And I was like, wait a minute, which one do I choose? Well, instead of me just choosing one, I decided to go ahead and put $100 in each one to see what happens, right? And then keep track. So let's go into where we have been and where we are going. I'm going to share the screen here real fast. So again, thank you all. So again, also, make sure you hit the like button when you get a chance. All right. So this is the Excel sheet that I'm keeping track. As you see, ARK F actually went up. So it's been up for the last 4 weeks. It is but it did have a little dip in week one, right? But week four is up $40.38 per share to $109, almost $110 total. ARK KG. I keep saying, I keep adding the extra K. I don't know why I keep doing that. ARK G actually went down $60.88, went down to $60.88, but still at $112. So I mean, still profiting so far. ARK K, I got it right that time. Actually is up. Like it has grown at almost $11 since I purchased it. So it is at $92 a share and $113 total. ARK Q, $58 going up at least $5 a share and $110 total. ARK W, similar, very similar, to going up $10 to where is $110 total. Israel One Fund, IZRL, it's gone up, not that much, but it's a steady, slow, slow grind, climb. It went down a little bit last week, but bounced right back up. And it's at $26.11 a share. And surprisingly, I would say the one that surprised me the most was the print. It actually went up quite a little bit to where it actually went from $103 last week to now $108. So right now I'm sitting at a total of a profit of $66.97, pretty much $67. So remember, I put in originally $700, and now I'm at $766, almost $767, which is right now a 9.56 return on investment. That's not bad. In 1 month, I'm cool with getting 10% back per month. That sounds good to me. That's definitely better than inflation, right? And from last week, the portfolio actually has increased $19. So this is the area over here. How much did the portfolio increase each week? And so far, doing pretty well. So let's get right into the one that, so again, surprised me the most was print. So I'm going to share. I'm going to share my screen again. Let's see here. So yeah, so I'm not gonna go through all of the ARKs as well. We already went through those. So I was thoroughly surprised when I looked at what were the companies of the print. Like that's the one that like really jumped out this week. Okay, so we go to their site. This is the ARK print. Again, Catherine Wood is known for looking for companies with that's that is innovation disturbing the innovation. I forget innovation disturbance, right? And the 3D print ETF seeks to provide investment results that closely correspond before fees and expenses to the performance of the total 3D printing index, which is designed to track the price movements of stocks of companies involved in the 3D printing industry. So one of the great things about this is that these aren't just American companies, right? Because again, when we look at the economy, we're looking at what's going on in the world, and this past week was like pretty challenging for many Americans, very challenging. But this one actually includes several companies in Europe, so it was really interesting to see and just to understand how 3D printing has made a huge leap and bound during COVID, dealing with COVID again across the world. And so we're going to take a look at some of the companies real fast too. So back to here. Again, I mean, and it's nothing really fancy either. That's what makes it so incredible, right? But these are some of the companies. I'm not gonna pretend I can't pronounce half of these companies. I'm not even gonna try. I should try. I will learn. But I just for the sake of not butchering, a company's name, I'm not gonna try. Just let you know. If you know how to say them, please let me know. Please, I was more than happy to have somebody come on here and share these with me. Okay, so right now, and it looked like the majority of them are pretty even when it comes to market value as well, right? So we're looking at, again, these are just the top 10 holdings, so they probably, of course, there are more, but like pretty much all the range from $1.9 million to I think the most is this tier 2.7 million. But again, we see the shares, and what I was really surprised was even to see that this Strawman holding was at $882 a share. That's huge. And then another company, probably the highest was the Proto Labs Incorporated. So I'm gonna take a look real fast at, again, this is the print ETF. It's going up. Again, it hasn't gone. It just a steady, slow climb and grind. So I appreciate that. I'm glad about that. So we look at this company here, X1. X1 in the past week is going up $1.57. They develop and manufacture and market 3D printing machines. So they work on the machines, all right? So if you companies, they have the machines, okay? All right, but they industries, their customers, they include aerospace, automotive. This is really small. Okay, there we go. Make for so aerospace, automotive, heavy equipment, engineering, oil and gas industries is actually in Pennsylvania. So this actually is an American company that is doing fairly well. Been around since 1995. So I'm not sure if they started out as a 3D print company all the way back then, but it's incredible. And the earnings are so far have been better. The past they doing well, like they beating their earnings, and they're actually supposed to be coming up with new earnings coming up November 5th. So that should be interesting there. So that was one of them. I'm going to skip over to RSW. And their headquarters is this, wherever this is in the United Kingdom, that's where they're located at. But this is a British engineering company based in wherever this is, wherever that is. I don't even know where that's at. But the company specializes in measurement, motion control, healthcare, spectroscopy. There we go. Manufacturing. Hope I said it correctly. Again, founded in 1973. So this company actually did well. It has been going well. It actually went up pretty high this past week. So that was great. And they are doing some big numbers too. But definitely encourage people to take a look into that. But it is, it's not even available on the NASDAQ, or at least it's not available on Robinhood, I should say. So again, that's a company based in Britain. Then we have MGI Digital Technology, another company that's not available on Robinhood, that's actually in Europe. In France, their headquarters is in France. Digital, MGI Digital Graphic. They had a green week also. So again, another company that did well. Then we had HP. HP went up. Some people believe it went up because of people going back. And then they also had the looking into their price earnings. HP, Dell beat Wall Street estimates as demand for PC rise, with people being at home, people being in having to establish home offices, things like that. Pandemic PC boom pushes HP sales $1 billion higher than expected. So somehow, when again we're thinking about what companies will be become mandatory when it comes to dealing with this pandemic, and again, like after the earnings was announced, like it went from $18 to what's the high here? $20. So that was a huge jump. So overall, a really great week for HP. And again, I always talk about the COVID dip. I always talk about the COVID dip. Like before COVID, they was at $23. It fell all the way down to $13. That's a $10 dip. So that means that even at $19 or $20, whatnot, there's still plenty of room to grow for HP. So those interested in HP, they got a 3.68 dividend yield too. That's not bad. The next company, SLM Solutions, another company based in Germany, in Europe. They didn't have too good of it was okay. Like, I mean, they dropped whatever, like 5 cents, whatever. So whatever. But again, they focus on, I don't even know what they do. I have no clue. You can look them up. They seem pretty cool, right? Let's see here. Trimble, company based out of California. It had a good week. Actually hit a high of 53, but then dropped down to 51, went back up to 52. And so far, again, they actually have gone beyond where they were before COVID. So they've actually grown since COVID. So this is a good company to look into. They focus on buildings and infrastructure, geospatial, resource and utilities, and transportation. Another good company to look into. And they've been consistent when it comes to their earnings as well. So definitely want to take a look at them. And they actually have another earnings, sharing their earnings at the end of October. So that's something to keep an eye on. I think it's Altair. I don't know. If somebody, again, people know, like, help me out here. Engineering company. They had a good week as well. And then again, it is they provide software for cloud and solutions. Again, they're based out of Troy, Michigan, with these companies that are providing for all those who have to work from home, who have to go to school from home. These companies are definitely taking off. Looking at before the COVID dip, $38. So they are above where they were, and they most likely will continue to grow. A great company to look into. Another company, Straumann, the one that was $882 per share. They based out of Switzerland. And this company, they didn't have too good of a week, but I mean, again, it's not that bad, right? Because even if you look at where they are before COVID, it was up to 1,000. So this company actually still have some room to grow before it gets back to where they were before COVID. So not sure how well they're going to do, but again, it's something you all might want to look at now. The top two companies that really had a blowout, blowout week. It was a good week. Like whenever a company goes up 20%, 21.12 or 21.12%, it went up $6. So this company here, It's out of Belgium. Okay. It's just Materialise. I wish I knew the name. I know it's making money. That's what I do know. That's what I do know. This company's making money. Okay. I may not know how to pronounce the names. I promise I want to do better. But they're making money. So they actually had a really great week. And when you look at how they've been doing all year, they have definitely made a come up all the way from literally we go this COVID dip here. There's not that much of a COVID dip, but it did go from $19 to $12, and now they are at $37. So they actually at an all-time high, well, 52-week high, 52-week high. And even looking out further, this may be an all-time high for them. This might be an all-time high. This stock has gone up 84.65% the past year. Like 84.65% the past year. That's amazing. That's amazing. And what do? They engage in the provision of a manufacturing, additive manufacturing software and 3D printing services. And so I had to look them up. I had to go and do some more research. I looked them up to find out what was going on with them. And long story short, they are the ones who provide the software for 3D printing applications. They are one of the main companies that provide software for 3D printing companies. And they have an amazing website. They're actually about to have a world summit on November 5th through November 6th. So that should be exciting. And like, so it's one thing to make the machines, it's nothing to make the software. Okay, so they involved in aerospace, aeronautics, automotive, architecture, art and fashion, healthcare, eyewear, consumer goods, CAD, machinery, equipment, 3D printing factories, and contract manufacturers. So they are involved in quite a bit in doing amazing things. 30 years of meaningful innovation. They've been around for 30 years. This company knows what they're doing, and they rock solid and making new highs. So I definitely encourage people to take a look at them because I was thoroughly surprised. And to learn about them. I've never heard of them before, and why would I? And I would not even have known that this company was changing. Now I really wonder. I'm going to do some more research to figure out like what were they doing before 3D printing came out, like, or what all were they involved in, right? But then the other company, PROTO Labs also had a big week this week, going up 5%. Going up 5% total, but then it went all the way from like $131 a share to ending at $139 a share, and even topped that at $140. So again, this is a company, PROTO Labs. Let's see how they've been doing all year. And oh Lord, like they was at 113 before COVID hit, dropped down to $64, almost half. Like they was at almost 120 and went down to almost 60. Like they lost almost half their value because during COVID. But after that, they actually has gone up. They have regained back. Like that's wow. That's a bounce back for those who bought PROTO Labs on March 20th for $64.61. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. Good God. Like, that's ridiculous. And doubled by May. Almost doubled your money by May. Got a little rocky, but right back at it, right? So again, this company, this manufacturing of custom prototypes and production parts. It offers 3D printing, CNC machining, and injection molding services. Based out of Maple Plain, Minnesota. Go Minnesota needs some love right now. So hopefully the people in Minnesota are doing well. And they hit a 52-week high this week. I think they hit a 52-week high. It was close. It's real close. They hit. I think they might have hit a 52-week high this week. It was real close. Earnings expected better than projected, so that's a good sign. And when you go to their website, I'm sorry, this Forbes. This goes just a little bit about, I had to take a look See what Forbes talking about. Looking pretty good. And even starting to get some better ratings as well from those who care about the ratings. And looked at their labs, but then, like I said, I went to their website and they have an automated quoting and manufacturing system which enables them to produce commercial grade plastic, metal, and liquid silicone rubber parts within days. Within days. That's amazing. The result, a manufacturing partner helps you accelerate speed to market and strategically manage demand volatility across the entire product lifecycle, which means that when you need something made quick, when you need something made fast, when you need to have something that's reliable, then this is the company that go get it for you ASAP, right? So, and again, injection molding, CNC machining, 3D printing, sheet metal manufacturing. They are working with, guess what? They're working with essential businesses to keep them stable, dealing with COVID. They expand the machine capabilities for precision parts. It's amazing. And they are involved. Look, Lockheed Martin, HP went up, they go up, right? When Proto Labs go up, Materialize goes up, Epson and MIT. So this is a great company to take a look at. I strongly encourage people to take a look at them to learn more. And it's great. It's amazing to see how Proto Labs went up, and so did some of the other companies went up too. So that's a good relationship as well. So that's my time for this week. Again, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this via Facebook or via YouTube, just subscribe. Please let me know what else you want to see. If there is another industry that you want me to do another $100 challenge on. Again, I like doing this because I like to learn about how the companies actually interact with each other and what we can learn from. And I mean, again, like the stock market is going up and down, fluctuating. Tesla is doing amazing things. But you know, if I want some consistent, steady, positive growth, sometimes an ETF is the best way because having multiple companies in a portfolio balances that out. And so far, we winning. Like if you started with me when I started, your portfolio is up. I only started with $100 in each of them. You might have started with $1,000 in each of them. That way, I mean, let me see. I started out with 700, and now I'm at 766. Just think about the profit you could have made already by now by just putting 1,000 in each of them instead of 100. For those who might have started something like this a year, not even a year ago, but after the COVID dip, y'all are doing well. So hey, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what happens moving forward. If you all have any questions, please comment down. If you like what you see, please comment, please share. So again, so we can get these numbers up, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you.